clip-on one. Can y'all hear?
Yes.
Yeah. You just say yes.
Yes.
Okay, good. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention? Attention. May I direct your eyes to center ring? Notice the man, if you may call him that. If I may call him that. Sitting on the stool. Look at him. Study him. Mark him. Beware of him. Some who gaze upon him struggle. Some who gaze upon him shiver at the sight. You may struggle to find a fitting description. Is he sitting quietly, unimpressive? Less Hellenistic statue or department store man? Yes, he may seem harmless as a gang of kittens, as innocuous as a child at play, as unstimulating as a gaggle of nuns knitting socks. This man is practically invisible. Dare I say, if this light had not been shining on him at this very moment, the only thing that will clue us into the presence of another would be the slight stench of fear and desperation, and the slight and the almost inaudible whine escaping his cursed lips as his beer-thinking lungs struggle for each pathetic breath. This, notice the man. Notice how he sits, perched, simply concave. This is the lowest of species.
Hey,
A specimen of such unique neuter, such gilded personality that even a nymphomaniac can yawn.
hey,
Not finished. Notice how he sits perched there. The seemingly impotent position he takes. Sterile, pallid, emasculated.
now you're just spinning out words you found in the stars.
What you are witnessing, being right before your very eyes, is a coward. I wish I could say that these species were on the verge of extinction, but no. Alive and well and living in the suburbs, Neil, no,
May I defend myself?
no,
I think you just complimented me.
he was not. He was hitting on me.
No, you wasn't.
He was assaulting me.
He bought you a drink, extra dance.
Yes, and I said no.
You only extra dance.
And nothing from you. You did nothing.
Well,
This, ladies and gentlemen, lives near you. The modern, de-sexed man.
you're a very attractive woman. Men want to talk to attractive
That
women.
is not helping you now.
He was just being nice. He didn't persist. His behavior wasn't awful. He just bought you a drink.
And what did you do? Nothing. Not a thing.
He was a big man. A very big man. A very nice man, but still a big man.
Oh, you are really turning me on now.
What would you have me to do, Ruby?
Well, how about not asking for advice? Let's start there, Neil.
We go out to bars. She likes bars. Grab drinks, listen to music, dance. You like bars. Bars have a lot going on. You like attention, Ruby.
What woman doesn't feel?
Sometimes that attention might buy you a drink, might even ask you to dance. It's not the end of the world.
And you just stood there, smiling, like he was offering to cut your lawn.
Technically, he would like to cut your lawn.
Let's get one thing straight here. Now is probably not the best time for jokes. I'm this close to going back to that bar, finding that man, and screwing the brains out in the bathroom stall.
Ruby, you would never do that. You're grossed out by public toilet.
Oh, I am there. But I'll do it. I'll have sex with that man. I'll have meaningless sex with that man who asked me to dance.
Whose idea was the bar?
Mine.
I rest my case.
You risked your case. What kind of case is that, Neil?
I happen to be in love with an adrenaline junkie. Someone who loves walking the line between lounging around the house with a white picket fence and juggling hand grenades in a mosh pit.
That is a terrible analogy.
Are we talking about analogies or what happens?
We are talking about the man at the bar.
The gorilla at the bar.
Whatever you. Show me you love me.
Every day, dinner, flowers. A day does not pass on this saying, I love you.
No. Really show me you love me. Risk your life for me.
Is that what this is about? You want me to get killed. You want to be married to a wheelchair or a hospital bed for the rest of your life? Would you marry that? This is a horrible test.
Have you never just wanted to see the extent of love? The places you would go for love? The lengths you would travel? The pain that you would endure?
Literal pain? Did I do something wrong? Ruby. Fine. If that's what you want, I'll go back up to that bar right now. And I'll challenge you to go. You know, right in his face.
Yes. What else?
Take him by the shoulder, spin him around, and say, sorry, mister. This one's taken.
Yes. And then he'll look down at you. He'll peer at you hard. His acrid breath burns your nose and your throat. And his body will flex taut as he prepares to beat you into a pulp.
I stand firm. I say, mister, you have two choices. You either walk out of here right now, or I carry you out.
Yes. And then he'll say, Bub, you brought down the beast now. Never, never look death in the eye. Have you got a death wish?
No death wish, sir. Just a man in love. In love, I say. And with that, my fist clenched, my muscles stiffened, my brow furrowed, and I whip it. But because he's stronger, quicker, and better than me in every physical manner, he proceeds to turn me to the latest creation as the pretzel king.
Oh, Neil, that was so romantic.
I died, Ruby. I was killed by a leather-jacketed chupacabra. And I think he might have had a knife. Yeah, he did. He beat me to a pulp and he stabbed me.
But you did it all for me. For me. If only.
You see? That's what they want. All women want to kill their men. They're like black widows and praying mantises. Praying mantis. Black widows. But they want someone else to do it for them. They're like lazy black widows.
We do not want to kill our men. We just want to maim them.
Hence the bar. And the whitewater rafting last weekend, the hang gliding, and you said you want to go skydiving.
What I want, Neil, I'm going back to the bar.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Ruby Rivers, an untamed masterpiece, a walking identity crisis, a murderer really, a predator at least, given to every single impulse in her head. she desires. But is she beyond the base instinct in her reptilian brain? A man, a good man, wait, dare I say, a great man stands before her, willing to give everything for her. Everything? The year was 2011.
Oh gosh, the speech.
Imagine, if you will, a desperate attempt for coffee ends in a phone number. 10 digits later, a date is set. Dinner and a movie. Young Ruby nurses a glass of wine as she spies her meal. As she arrives,
Late.
30 minutes late, in a state that can only be described as looking like
An unkempt bed.
your word. But the man is just floored by her, like something out of the wild, or ancient, like the Demino statue.
I hate when you use that comparison. I'm either an animal or old. That's it. I'm going back to the bar. You'll follow me.
Of course he'll pursue her. He has no choice. He can't help himself. He feels a connection, as does she. And he will find her arms. Because she's Venus de Milo.
You're so weird.
And over the course of a decade, they will ride a roller coaster of the likes they could never imagine. She'll continue to endanger him with potential ballroom brawls, janky bridges in a South American jungle, and even karaoke in Hell's Burnout Kitchen.
No more third person. Please.
Do you want a criminal? Is that what you want? Because I can be bad.
Oh, please, Bill. You use stevia to sweeten your coffee.
I don't even know if that's an insult.
Get it. I'm going back to the bar.
Ruby, look. There's nothing I wouldn't do for you. I can go challenge that big oath, but it wouldn't be enough. He doesn't know you. He doesn't know the you that you bring with you.
I don't even know if that's supposed to be a compliment.
I'm trying. May I finish? The big oak doesn't know what it takes. I do. Ruby, there's only one person on this earth who knows you better than you.
I'm listening.
Me. I am the only one worthy of your hand. I am our only opponent.
All right, cool, let's set up, or the next one's set up, give me a second to move everything around and we'll move on.
What the hell? This is bullshit. I just want to sit. Oh, I guess I could.
Good. Sure, that'd be great.
Next is Hope. On deck is Gabby.
You did it, good job.
Are we doing masks?
Turn that off.
I'm so sorry. Oh damn, you're bleeding all over your dress. This is my fault. I'm so sorry. Can I help you with something here? Take my shirt, please.
Sorry. I tend to tune out my surroundings when the fairies get talking to me. They have these quiet little voices like the breeze, and you really have to concentrate to hear them. But if you listen closely, they'll tell you where to find wild blackberries.
Well, of course. Fairies. Look, I really am sorry about your nose. Keep the shirt, please.
Hey, I'm sorry about your toy.
No. No, they're nunchucks. Not a toy. Deadly weapons, if used correctly.
That explains my nose. I could fix them for you. I'm really crafty that way. You should see my origami collection. Hey, what's your name? No, wait, don't tell me. Let me guess. It's Dwight.
No, not Dwight.
Then what about Theodore? You look like your mama wanted to name you Dwight, but your daddy chose Theodore.
No, not Theodore either.
Oh, that only leaves one option. You've got to be a Jerry.
No. How'd you know that?
The fairies told me. It's written in your shirt tag, you jelly bean. Oh!
Oh.
Bad idea.
Well, now you know my name. Why don't you tell me yours?
Jennifer Michelle Howison. But my friends call me Jenny.
Nice to meet you, Jenny.
My Aunt May is teaching me to read palms. It says here that you're going to meet the love of your life and have 3 kids and live to be 153 years old. Oh, wait, that's not right.
Well, ain't that something?
My Aunt May says I'm a real natural. And she's only ever been wrong once. That was when my cousin Marley had triplets instead of twins. She knew there was going to be more than one baby, just not how many more. My mom says Aunt May and I are like twins. We both have red hair. That's what gives us the power to talk to fairies and read palms. My sisters have brown hair, so that makes them different. But I don't care. I like having an excuse to read people's futures and talk to fairies and dance butt naked under a full moon. Ah, that was to see if you were still listening. But I know I'm delicate. That's what my mama says anyway. But I don't mind. It gives me an excuse to see the world in a more whimsical way.
Maybe people should try to see your world more often. I'm having a grand time right now. And what's that? Oh, I think I hear the fairies now. They're telling me I'll pay for smashing your nose. I better get out there before they tie me to a tree Indian style.
Oh, hey, let me see your nunchucks. Yep, little horse glue and twine, and these will be good as new in no time. Oh, here. Take this. You deserve it for listening to me for so long.
Why, thank you. I think I look rather dashing.
You really do. You know, I gotta hand it to you. Most people have to go check on a pie or feed their dog Spot by now.
Well, I better get going. Is it okay if I come by tomorrow, check on my nunchucks? If it would be convenient for you.
That would be great. Oh, the fairies say to check behind those thorn bushes for wild blackberries. And the white sand.
Yay! That made me feel warm.
Yeah. I don't know for you. I don't have hair. You know what Emma tell you? That on next number.
I'm sorry.
Caleb's the one saying thanks. Come here.
Oh, me? What are you talking
No one else has the name Caleb.
Nobody.
That's true, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right, this is called Waiting to Grieve. Lights up.
Hi, honey. How you been? I haven't heard from you in a while, and I was starting to get worried.
I'm fine. I've just been thinking. I'm going to stay here.
They extended your trip? For how long?
They didn't extend my trip. I'm not coming back to Lowell. I'm staying where I am. I love you dearly, but
You love me dearly, but
there's someone here I'd like to talk to. But you have to understand, it's completely different.
what did she lose? She didn't lose a damn thing. If she left me here with this house, with everything, that all reminds me of her. Why? Why did she leave me? I want her to come back. I will do anything to make her come back. Please, make her come back. Please answer me. God, answer me. You have to answer me. God, I will wait here forever. There's nothing more I can do.
Write it down.
my scene, cello. Like that.
You will not let him boss you around. You will not let him boss you around. Just get in, get out, lock the doors, and admit. Okay, enter. Okay, enter, and the boat will be right there in the doorway. 1, 2.
Trash can's full.
Hey, Brad.
Dishes are in the sink.
Uh-huh.
Bathroom's dirty too.
I forgot my bow. It's not a big deal. Lots of people forget things every day.
I didn't say anything.
I know. It's just, I get it. That's all.
Isn't there something important going on today
It's not in the chair.
that you need your bow
It's
for?
not on the table.
Something to do with a job.
Dad,
You?
give
You
me
getting a
a
job
minute.
with your music?
I have a job.
Oh, not a real job.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew I couldn't just get you to be quiet while I was looking for something. Get you to shut up for 5 seconds.
And you said you forgot it.
I forgot it.
Mhm.
I lost it.
Yep, because your place is a mess.
Dad!
You can't find anything. Say it.
No.
If I don't want to stay unemployed, I'll keep track of my instruments.
I'm second chair.
If you don't want to be first.
Where's my bow?
Now, I thought you wanted me to shut up for a second. Now, if you're looking for your trash bags, I can help you out with that.
It's
Since you
half
obviously
full.
don't know you have any. You can still take it out.
Most people when their dads die remember the good things about them. Like being thrown in the air, or caught, or being taken to the movies.
But not you.
Not me.
No, you remember the worst.
I remember you exactly as you were.
Oh, poor Cor.
Where's my bow?
Trash bags are under the sink. Can's getting full. Hey, if you want to become a garbage woman, by all means.
I haven't emptied a half-full trash bag. I haven't swept in 4 days. I haven't vacuumed in 2. I haven't cleaned the bathroom in 6. And the dishes from this morning are still in the sink. And all of that is still in my head. And every fucking day I lose my bow. I can't find my keys. And someone takes the paper off my desk and moves it. And I think I've lost it. And I'm paranoid that I've lost it. And I'm scared to shit anytime I think I've lost anything. Because no matter what the truth is, your voice still shows up in my head. That I fucked up. That I'm a fuck up. And when I hear you, I see you.
Baby girl, as long as you need help, I will always be that voice.
I don't need your help.
Where's your bow?
I'm a working musician.
Your second chair.
That's good enough.
For who?
For me.
It's not how I raised you.
Thank God.
You or your sisters. Did I ever hurt you? Ever? Did I hit you, spank you, pinch your arm, do any of that shit? Ever? Did I yell at you? At you or June or Sally? Any of that? Huh?
You still found ways of making us feel like shit.
Oh, poor baby girl.
Get out.
If you stay second chair, how will you feel?
Fine.
Who paid for your cello?
Just leave.
Who paid for it?
I did.
Who practiced every night when she was living at home?
I did.
Who was the youngest seat in Nashville?
You just raised me to hate myself.
You hate your trash can. You hate that you can't find your bow. You hate your limitations.
I don't need you to push me anymore. I'm big enough to do it myself. The trash is empty. You have to go.
Dishes still need to be done.
Not right now, baby.
You sure?
Get out.
Here's your bow. You've been staring at it the whole time.
So I hurt your feelings. What do I say? What do I accept? I say clean your room. You don't know what clean is. I say empty the trash can because you don't know when to empty it. I say you need to keep track of your tools because a woman's tools tell her the job she's going to do. And because I told you what a clean house meant, what a clean house is, you got standards for it. You know what excellence sounds like because I tell you when you don't reach it. Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about you or your sisters. You just tell yourself that. When you come home to a clean house, when you pay all of your bills on time, and when you worry that you might misplace something, you tell yourself that I didn't care about you, that I was mean to you, that I wasn't proud of having you as my daughter. Just keep on playing that sad song to try and drown out my voice. My voice that tells you you can do better, that you should do better, that you can work harder. Because what has my voice ever done for you?
Lights down.
Don't be mad.
Next is Aubrey on
Careful.
This is Feathers. Lights up.
Good morning. I said good morning, beautiful.
Max?
Yes, of course it is. Who else would it be? Good morning, sweetheart.
Oh, good morning. My dad used to call me sweetheart.
Oh, probably not the best image to create after last night, huh? How about good morning, lover, or hotshot, or birdie, or...
Birdie, it's a nickname. I know it's not really short for Bernadette. I like beautiful.
Oh, I thought the bartender called you Bernie. I'm sorry. Good morning, beautiful.
Good morning, handsome. What? Oh, I slept very well, thank you. Are you going to be warm?
Almost done.
What are you doing?
I was gonna join you, of course.
No, I'm not dressed.
Well, yes, I know. That was the whole purpose of me coming in here.
I'd rather you not, sweetie. Max.
Bernadette, Birdie, is everything okay?
Yes, everything is great. Great, awesome, fantastic. It's just, well, I had a really great time last night. You know, the sex and all, and you, man, you, the company, you were, well, great, awesome, yeah, great.
Great, I guess. But today, this morning, not so great?
No, I wasn't saying, implying that. It's just, I woke up this morning and you were laying there like a peaceful man, so warm, so gorgeous, so handsome. I wanted to take a bite out of you, really. But I figured after last night what we did, you know, I should probably clean up while you slept.
Yeah, of course. Take your shower, you know. Mine is yours. Make yourself at home. You know, you were amazing as well. I mean, you still are. You know, that's why I wanted to continue what we started last night, you know? You know, I've always dreamed of this. Waking up, showering together. I've never done that before. thought it might be a nice first.
A nice first? Maybe, maybe not. I'm hesitant. I'm not really sure you're ready or I'm ready.
Hesitant? Ready? I'm ready for anything, Bernadette. I don't really invite women over a lot.
No. I wasn't saying, implying that. It's just, well, I had a really great time last night, and I don't want you to get the wrong impression. I really, really enjoyed myself. It was magical.
Magical? I can take magical, but it doesn't have to end there. Let's keep it going. I'm joining you.
Wait.
You don't want me to come in?
No, that's not it. That's really not it at all.
Come on, Bernadette. Beautiful. Brace yourself. I'm coming in. Bernadette, I love her.
Yes.
What is that? What are those?
Feathers.
Feathers? You have feathers? Feathers. Oh my God, you have feathers.
Wait, I can explain before you freak out.
Oh my God.
Could you hand me a towel? I'd like to talk about this before you run out of the room screaming.
Who's running out of the room? I'm fine. I'm great, you know. The women I had the best night of my life with. You know, I dreamt of having the greatest sex of my life, but after a night of having the greatest sex of my life with, turns out to be half.
Swan.
You're half swan. I had sex with the swan. Yes.
Half swan. I had the greatest night of my life with a half swan would be more accurate. And I did too, Max. The dancing, the talking, just the connection we made.
Yeah, it was nice, I guess.
I guess. Now that you know this, it's just nice. But it was the greatest.
Well, look, it's just, it took me by surprise. You know, I didn't feel feathers.
They were there. I just thought you knew and you didn't care. Like, you didn't mind that I was different. That what we had was more than that.
It was. It is. I just, before I thought you were like me. Well, not like me. Better than what I deserve, even. No, but I just, this is a lot to take in. I didn't expect feathers. But, you know, I just don't have the best luck with women, and I'm a bit pessimistic, so, well, I mean, I thought, Max, you're gonna blow this. Look at this great, amazing, intelligent woman. You two are hitting it off and things are going well. She said yes to come back to my apartment. That means I have some shopping. You know, I had some meaningless sex, or, you know, a second date, even better. Or maybe something that I'm modeling for, you know, waking up, making breakfast together, showering even. No, but you're gonna say something wrong, you know, or what if she isn't a she? What if she's got a penis? And at some point I don't care anymore and I can deal with it, you know? Or, you know, maybe this connection is real. You know, maybe I'm gay. Maybe all of this fear of being alone and isolated is just, you know, me putting up walls and barriers. Yeah, maybe the hell with overanalyzing and overthinking things, you know, because this woman right here in front of me, we're making a connection, and, you know, you don't really get those every once in a while. I don't really care. I don't care if you have a penis or a vagina or both, even. But feathers? I expected human, not swan, not feathers.
Half swan, I'm half human too, and I felt all of that. It's just, I didn't care that you were all human. I didn't care.
Is there some sort of stigma for me?
No, that's not what I meant. It's just, you're sure you didn't see anything, didn't feel anything?
No, I think I would have known.
Maybe you did and it didn't matter.
No, I would have known.
Are you sure? They're very soft.
I would have known.
Look, do you want me to go? I understand the feathers are a bit shocking.
Yeah, they are a bit shocking. Wouldn't they be?
I wouldn't know, Max. I've never shown them to anyone before.
You wouldn't know, but oh, you were so great. We did a lot of things. You were great.
Well, I figured being like this was kind of going to be a big obstacle to having sex. So I did lots of research. I read books and magazines. I've seen movies. I may have watched a porno or two. I wanted to be good at it, just in case.
You were. This sex was.
Mind-blowing? Whew, good I did it right, because you were all like, "Grr, and come here, and take this, and loving, and soft, and rough, and scary, and whew, you really blew my feathers off. I had to take that shower to cool down.
Thank you.
So do you want me to go?
Now, I have some questions.
Okay, ask.
I don't really want to offend you. I don't know how I should frame it as.
No, ask me anything, I'll tell you the truth.
Feathers anywhere else?
No, just down there. As far as I know, everything else is just like every other woman. Other women lay eggs too, right?
What?
No, I'm joking. No more surprises, I'm sorry, men. I fell for a guy last night, and so I did it. I did it, feathers and all, I held nothing back. I wanted to be with him. And I always knew there was gonna be that moment where I had to share my secret. And unfortunately for me, it would be at the most intimate of times. The deed, the joining, the dirty dancing.
What about checkups, doctors, or gym class?
My mom's a doctor, doctor's notes.
Oh, well, yeah, of course. That makes a lot of sense if you're gonna have feathers, you know. Is it contagious?
Would that matter?
No, I think I would rather have feathers right now at this moment.
Max, that's so...
Oh, wait a second.
Max, I have feathers, and I need you to decide if you're okay with that. Does that matter to you? I had feathers last night when you bought me that drink, when we talked about Hitchcock movies and how we both hate Casablanca. I had feathers last night when we had sex. In the kitchen, and on the counter, and in the closet, and even in your bed. I have feathers, Max, and I don't care that you don't, that you're not covered in them. When I was a little girl, I actually thought that was going to be my Prince Charming. Some swan guy with man legs, covered in feathers, wearing a crown, riding his white horse. And that man would be the one to love my feathers. He would say, "You're like nothing I've ever seen before, and that's why I love you." You don't have to be that Prince, Max. But if this is more, get in the shower with me, feathers and all. Do you still hate Casablanca?
Yes.
Do you still love Hitchcock movies?
Yes.
Do you still want to read romance novels with me and reenact the hot scenes?
Yes. Yes.
I'm gonna get in the shower, lose this towel, and finish what I was doing. You're welcome to join me. Do you still think Maya Angelou is indulgent and Bruce Willis may be the most underrated actor of our generation?
Yes. I once saw a Chuck Norris DVD at Walmart. I was just too ashamed to get it, but I really wanted it.
Yeah!
Next is Jalen, on deck is Zach. whole leg.
I did? Let me do that again. Let me see. I did like that.
Yeah.
Right?
You did it a little harder. You made a whole, you literally went like this and told me what.
Like that?
Can you stop hitting me?
I'm sorry. I was trying to see how hard I did it. Oh, wow. I'm not a bully. Love you. I'm not a bully. Sorry. You're good?
That seems kind of specific. Especially considering
Alrighty, everyone. My name is Jalen Downs. Happy Cinco de Mayo. And this is Uh-Oh City. Lights up.
Scott, you and I gotta talk.
What's up, Roberta?
That book, you shouldn't have sent it back to the parents.
How did you find out? Did Benny tell you?
No, but I knew. From now on, things like that, you either throw it away or you keep them. Never pass them on. They're your memories, not theirs.
What are you talking about?
I did the same thing, and it got me into big trouble. Look, you can do what you want, but I'm telling you now so you know, there can be problems. You either keep them or you throw it away. That's the only rule to follow. Scott! Scott!
Yes. Can I enter my own house now, or are we resting another crisis to come?
Yes, come in.
What's the matter, dear?
The matter is, you're going to take me out to lunch and explain these.
Roberta!
Why did you save these, Scott?
I didn't. You saw what I did with those. Where'd you get
Beanie.
that? Beanie, huh? Where is she? I want to ask her a few questions.
She left for the day. She was too upset to work. But that doesn't explain these. Why did you save these, Scott?
I got rid of those a long time ago. Threw them away. Just like that. And I've been a good man ever since then, Roberta. I've tried very hard to make amends with you and the children for treating you all badly. And if you don't trust me, then to think for 20 years I kept some half-assed love letters from a student to hide them in the drawer and moon over, then where's Benny? I want to talk to her.
She left. I told you she left. Why did you keep those letters?
I didn't.
Then why did she find them?
I don't know.
Due to?
Do not. I threw them in the fireplace in hell.
Obviously not all of them.
For Christ's sake, Roberta, I'm telling you the truth.
Wow. Then why did she find these?
I don't know. How did she know that I sent them to Annette's family? How did she even know where they were? I sent them to the police. That's why I want to talk to Benny. ask you a couple questions.
Where are you going? Come back here and start telling the truth.
What's holy to you, wife?
The grandchildren.
Then I swear to you, on all of their heads, that I burned each and every one of Gwendolyn Rivero's love letters back in hell, okay? Should I say something more? Shall I slice my throat open for further proof? Do I deserve no trust?
Scott.
What? I'm gonna find Beanie and figure out what the hell she's up to. Then, I'm gonna come back and figure out what other poisons she's got inside of you.
Lights down.
Up next is Zach. On deck is Logan.
Get off the stage.
No, seriously, now we got
What is it?
We're gonna move this. It just has some weight to it. Yes,
Yeah, it's kind of upsetting on my You're right. I'm actually worried about this. Zach, where'd you get this glass from?
Say what?
Where'd you get this glass from?
Wherever my roommate got it.
No. Stop it. That's like joking. No, this is.
Good luck.
Hello, I'm Zach Weil, and this is the day the duck died.
Lights up.
You're soaked.
It's been a long day.
I ordered you tofu. You don't mind, right?
Oh, I love that stuff. I can't believe I've eaten pork for so long when tofu has always been an option.
That's the spirit. I know it's hard getting over your addiction to the flesh, but I'm here to help you through it. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I mean, why do you think something's wrong? My palm's not sweaty, it's just wet.
You seem distant. Is there something you need to tell me?
It's nothing, really.
I know that you have given up so much to be with me, and it feels like I have given up nothing, but that's not true. I watch the football with you now. Except when the Dolphins play, I won't tolerate it.
And the Bears.
Dolphins are majestic creatures, and they shouldn't be portrayed in such a brutal fashion.
And the Falcons, Eagles, Jaguars, Bengals.
A lot of mascots are animals.
Revolting.
Well, so I guess you won't be watching a lot of the football with me then.
You're not still gonna watch it, are you?
Why not? I mean, it's not like they're putting real Jaguars against Bengals.
No, but it's belittling. I mean, think of all that animals have had to work through to overcome. I mean, they've tried to survive with us, but we humans are intent on wiping them out unless we can force them into concentration camps. Imagine what would happen if people like us didn't step in to save them.
Like us?
I know. You are a noble man, Jeff. You are compassionate and nurturing. I can see it in your eyes. The way you smile when no one's looking. Always looking.
Yeah, so about that rally next Tuesday, I don't think I can make it.
But it's for the beaver habitat.
The day I'm blocking the sewer drain?
The habitat.
I have a class thing. It's a group project.
I'll bring an extra sign and you can meet me after.
It's gonna take a long time.
What time will you be through?
5, 6, 7. It's not gonna be over till 7. And doesn't the sun go down at 7? Oh, I'll have to make it up to you another time.
Me too.
Oh, great! Perfect time to get wading pants.
Wait. And to think I was getting all bent out of shape about you slipping up.
Slipping up?
That's why you're acting so weird, isn't it?
I didn't think you could tell.
Well, if that's not why you're being distant, then I don't.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Tell me what's bothering you first.
I really didn't want to tell you. I know you'll get upset. I just want to start this out by saying it has been a great 2 weeks.
3 weeks.
Time flies. You're great. You're wild and uninhibited. I love that about you.
You love me?
I like that about you. A lot. You know this is cool, right? I've sat on the sidelines and watched the game, but you encouraged me to play for your team. Yeah, that's it. It's like I lost my herd and you invited me into yours.
Aww.
Yeah, and if the sex is anything like that shouting match you got into with that bulldozer, then I'm gonna be in for a wild night.
Jeff, tell me.
Look, I was late because, and this was totally by accident, with the rain and my windshield wipers are dull, I ran over a duck.
You murdered a duck?
It was more a duckling. I murdered a duckling.
I don't know what to say.
I mean, it was totally unavoidable.
Was there a duck crossing sign?
Yes.
And did you brake?
I brake. I mean, I did. It puddled out into the middle of the road.
Why?
I don't know why the duck was crossing the road. But I went over to it. I picked it up in my hands and I took it to the side of the road and I dug a hole for it and I gave it a proper burial. I mean, I even said a prayer for the dearly departed.
What did you say?
What did I say? I said, "Dear God," or whatever it is you like to be called. I am gathered here today not to say goodbye, but to say, see you soon. I'll see you when I get there, and I'll even bring you some bread. The world was not ready for a duck of your stature, of your prestige. The world wouldn't even know what to do with such a duck, such a flat duck. Sleep tight, amen.
Amen. I would like to say a few words. Excuse me, everyone. I just lost a dear friend, and I would like to say a eulogy if you don't mind. Friends, family, we are gathered here to celebrate a soul that was plucked too soon. She was a treasured soul. This world didn't deserve her, but that is the world that we live in, where every morning you wake up and you try to make the best of what you've been given, but people mow you down every which way you waddle. To Gwendolyn Pamela Peabody IV, may your afterlife be much better than the time you had on this earth.
To Gwendolyn Pamela Peabody IV. That was beautiful. I mean, really touching. Pamela's lucky to have a friend like you.
Call her Mrs. Peabody. Have some respect.
Can you ever forgive me, Angelo?
I can't forget it.
I'm not asking you to forget. I'm merely asking for your forgiveness.
I can't. Now, whenever I look at you, all I see is a duck murderer, an animal serial killer.
And serial killer? I mean, it was one duck.
So you're just gonna pretend like that's the first animal you slaughtered since we've been together?
Slaughtered? I don't know what you're talking about.
We haven't even been together a month, and you've killed 4 chickens, a cow, and now a duck in cold blood. And that doesn't even count the ribs you took off that pig and slathered with barbecue sauce to mask the taste of depravity. You're just doing it for the thrill of it. Admit it.
I am not.
I don't know what to say. It's like you're just doing it for kicks, for the thrill of it. You're a murderer, a monster, a damned monster.
You are crazy. I have never killed an animal, except for the duck, but that was the first, and I do not feel the need to do it again. It's not like I'm gonna murder every duckling that I see.
No, but you might swing by McDonald's.
McDonald's? McDonald's? Is that what this is about?
I found the receipts. You're not as slick as you think you are.
It's barely chicken. It's like 10%. It's mostly filler. It's like I'm weaning myself off of it.
And you've been... It's like you're a junkie, you know? And to think, I tried to justify it by telling myself that you don't know any better.
I don't know any better.
I thought if I could just show you the way, you'd give up your genocidal rampage, but it's clear to me now that you just can't be stopped.
Listen, you are crazy.
I'm not crazy.
You can't just leave and go off on this tangent and not let me say what I want to say.
Make it quick.
You are so smart.
And?
Well, that's it. I mean, other than being a little crazy, but I mean, I like that. Oh, you're batshit crazy. I mean, I saw you key a lady's tire because she had a rabbit foot on her keychain.
So, she threatened to attack me.
You called her a Nazi. She was Jewish. Listen, I don't want to break up with you, but if I have to give up meat, I'll do it.
You swear?
I'll even look both ways at Animal Crossings, even if I don't say anything.
What else?
I'll even quit watching the football.
Ah! I'll take you back. I'm gonna go make our signs for the rally.
What about the food?
Well, thanks to you, my appetite's ruined. Enjoy your tofurkey. You really can't taste the difference.
I really can't. See you soon.
Ooh, you understand if I can't touch you intimately right now.
Waiter, can I get a cheeseburger, medium rare?
Lights down.
Next is Logan, on deck is me.
You want me to get JJ?
Huh?
You want to get JJ?
Oh, yeah. No, honestly, he's better on his phone. I'm gonna go get him.
Yeah.
No, you're good. It just turned too fast.
Hello, I am Logan, and this is Home on the Range. Lights up.
I can't say for sure when it happened. I'm not a mind reader. I'm not really an observant person, really. I don't care to critique everything that I see. And after 11 years of marriage, you stop paying attention to the little things that get on your nerves. I only found out about it because of the camera. And normally he's not a sloppy guy. You should know that. He must have left it out for me to find it. Do you think so? I'm sorry. I should start from the beginning. It was a Saturday morning and I was alone in the apartment. On the coffee table there was a camera that I'd never seen before. And in it there were a lot of pictures, and all of them were of scaffolding or of high views of the city. Alan came home an hour later and I asked him where it came from, and he said it was a client of his and he was going to return it later. But I saw it weeks later, only with more pictures inside.
maybe it's nothing, but I don't really think too much about what Alan does at work. It gives us more things to talk about when he comes home. I don't know, I mean, everyone has their secrets, and if it doesn't affect your partner, what's the harm?
Until I discovered the scaffolding, I didn't have any secrets. I didn't care what people thought, so I didn't have anything to hide. I liked my wife, I liked my job. Being a lawyer means I can afford whatever I want, but I don't want much. Lawyers are good at compromise.
What are you looking at?
I love to watch them put up the scaffolding. Did you ever see them do it? She didn't understand, but how could you not be interested in this? Men working to build up the face of the city, who know what to do and what tools to use. They go home at 5, and then they go and get drinks with their pals. I walk past the construction site on my way home. I do every day, but this time I felt compelled. I walked and I put my hand on the metal pole. A truck drove by and I could feel the vibrations.
Home, home on the range, where the deer and the antelope dwell. Well, hi there. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Woo! It sure is getting cold up here. Oh, fall's definitely a-coming.
Is it really colder up there than it is down here?
It can be, especially when that wind isn't blowing. You want to go up and see?
Now?
Sure, it's beautiful up there now. The city lights, oh, it looks like a chest of gold and diamonds. Here, come on, I'll have you up and down in half an hour.
Well, then sure.
Name's Lyle Talbot. Woo, you are sure gonna get a kick out of this. It's really something special.
Is it safe up here? Stable?
What was that? Oh, sure, she'll hold. Stop here. Woo. Let's get a sip of hot coffee to warm our cold bones. You cold?
No, thank you. It really is beautiful up here. The gold lights gleaming and blinking.
I told you she was something special. All right, ready to head back?
I guess. Thank you for showing me this. Being up here with the cold wind in my face, I feel like I'm connected to nature, like a bird soaring up and down.
Here, take this bolt as a souvenir of tonight.
Thank you. I brought a camera small enough to put in my pocket, but with a lens precise enough to take good pictures. In the morning, in the afternoon, and at night, when the only light you could see is the light gleaming off the metal.
Hey, you! Are you from the insurance company?
Yes.
Well, then I'm sure you want to come get some pictures. Come on!
It was different during the day, with all the men working and bustling, but pretending to be from the insurance company meant I could take all the pictures I wanted, but it was different, without Lyle and his hot coffee.
I saw that camera again, only this time with more pictures inside. There were pictures of our living room, blurry and out of focus, so Alan must have taken these by accident. So the camera was his, not some client's. But why would he lie? I debated confronting him for 2 days, and by the time I finally got the nerve to ask, he disappeared. He came home looking tired, we had a quiet dinner, and then he went to bed at 10.
I woke up with a plan in my mind. Lyle's sight. I couldn't sleep until I saw it again. There's dark clouds, but I don't think they'll affect the sights.
Hey, you! Let's get back to work.
What?
Let's get back to work. Hand me that mullet.
I don't...
Look, this piece right here. We need to chisel it down to the base, you understand? All right, well, we're gonna do it like this, okay? Oh! You try it. Harder! This piece has been here for years. Harder! Harder, man! One of the lucky ones. You've been chosen to transform.
What is happening to me?
Those drawn here are given 2 days to work. And if you haven't found a piece to eat, then you are sent away with no recollection of the past 48 hours. But you are much more than a fan. You will never tire again. You will never hunger again. You are free to work to your heart's content. I never saw my husband again, and it nearly devastated me. But I found someone else, a professor at the local university. I poured my heart out to him, and he told me, the world is not yours to finish, but it's neither yours to take no part in. It took a long time, but I was finally ready to heal.
Home on the range, where the deer and the antelope play.
Come here. What troubles you?
My wife. She's the only reason I would leave this place. I don't even know what I would say to her.
You can go down. You're all finished here.
Excuse me?
We have what we want from you, and we're grateful. So we're giving you a choice. You can go back to your life and try and patch things up with your wife, or you can move up, move on to the next level.
What's that?
Oh, you wouldn't understand. It's too hard to describe.
You can't give me any hint or an indication?
No, but you have to choose right now.
Okay. Before I finished falling, my arms disappeared and were replaced with small gray wings. I became a pigeon flying into the black sky with eyes dark and mysterious as death.
Lights down.
Up next to me on deck is Bree. That rhymes.
Hey, Talon. Something happened to your screen.
Oh, yeah. We both noticed.
That's because no one was there, I don't think.
Poor times all around.
Now you know I'm not next because you didn't get called. You're trying to be funny.
This ain't right.
Do it to him.
Don't start that.
It's a lie.
It's okay. They don't want to touch this. Where's my dad go?
What'd you say? Where'd my dad go?
That's what I heard. Your dad go. What?
Oh, that's what I was asking for 20 years.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, it's okay. Oh, sorry. Oh, you gave me a heart attack. Carol Sorrow. Atta girl. Atta girl.
Hey, you can't just check on her.
Hey, I'm Caitlin. This is Learning to Leave.
Yay.
And what's up?
Tell me a honey story.
I've told you all my honey stories.
Come on. There've got to be hundreds, knowing her.
Did I ever tell you about the cigars?
No.
Honey's father, Leo, smoked cigars. Once he had 500 of them, which had somehow gone bad or stale or something. Anyway, Honey came over one day with this giant plastic bag full of them. It looked pretty unattractive, like a big bag of turds. She asked me if I knew this guy named George Reynolds, who was an old boyfriend of hers. Nope, I don't know George. Great, then I don't feel bad about what we're going to do. Uh-oh, what are we going to do, honey? We're gonna go to his apartment because he's out of town for a week. We're gonna stash all these cigars in every nook and cranny in his place, in his kitchen cabinets, under his cat box, in his coffee cup, the works. He'll be coming across me for the next 5 years.
And you went?
Sure I went. It was one of the few times Honey had an idea that didn't include scaling the Brooklyn Bridge at midnight. It was also pretty funny, you've got to admit.
It was. So what happened? Do you want more coffee?
No, I'm fine. So we went over to his apartment. His parents live in the same building. Honey knocked on their door and his mother answered and was thrilled. Apparently the two of them were great friends and even had lunch sometimes. Anyway, Honey gave some bullshit story as to why we needed to get into the apartment, and the woman gave us the key. So we got in there and started stashing the cigars everywhere. Under the couch, under the table.
Sounds so imaginative.
Wait, that's just the beginning. The obvious places were covered in about 10 minutes, but we still have hundreds of the damn things left. Hundreds. So we got serious. One in each record album cover, under his bed mattress, in his slippers, and every shoe in his closet. At the end, we got pretty desperate trying to find places to stick them. But we did it, and finally sat down absolutely exhausted.
Did you ever hear what happened when he got back?
You've only heard half the story. So, about 10 minutes after we finished, Honey, in her inimitable way, pulled out a $100 bill from her pocket and held it up in front of my face.
Where'd she get $100? She's always broke.
I know. Anyway, she held this very beautiful $100 bill up and said, I'll give you this if you can find at least 480 of those cigars in 2 hours. I'll give the other 20 as a handicap.
Well, what'd you do?
What'd I do? I told her to start counting the minutes. I started looking, obviously. You never seen anyone move so fast in their life, believe me. And the first 200, easy as pie. But I was pretty surprised at how many places I remembered. Funny places too. 5 in his closed suitcase. 5 in his dark room enlarger. But then I had an hour to go and 280 to find.
And so what was she doing while this was going on? Just sitting on the couch and smiling?
Worse. Sitting on the couch, smiling, and smoking one of those ratty cigars. I wanted to kill her. Just seeing her sitting there enjoying the whole thing made me mad as hell. I was determined, even if I had a heart attack doing it.
Atta girl.
Atta girl, nearly had a heart attack. You go crazy doing something like that. But when I had 45 minutes to go, I finally had a brainstorm that solved the whole problem.
Well, what was it?
So, I had 350.
Wait, I have to go to the bathroom. I'm dying. But don't move. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Tell me.
Tell you what?
Yeah, come on. Tell me how you beat her. No one beats Honey Dills, according to you.
This time, I did. You know how? A list. That's all. I made a list of all the places I had looked before and kept referring to it as I moved around the apartment.
Oh, that's smart. Just do a process of elimination.
Right. Except it took about 5 minutes to find a pen and paper to make up the list.
But it worked?
Pretty much. I had 350 by the time I had half an hour left. She was getting nervous then. She's tried to distract me by waving the 100 around and saying, half an hour, better get moving. Things like that.
Because you had her on the run.
Right. But I don't know. I was trying to find everything and
Running around making lists.
yeah, find the cigars, And make sure Honey's keeping count correctly. You know she'll cheat you in 2 seconds given the chance. But I sat down and I closed my eyes because I had 15 minutes left and 40 cigars to go. And I closed my eyes like a goddamn swami, and I told myself to relax and think. That took a few seconds, because then in a flash, I remembered I hadn't looked closely enough in the bathroom. Zoom! Head for there. That was it. Above the toilet were a bunch of extra rolls of toilet paper, and we had stashed one at each one, and that was a fast 12. I don't remember the numbers exactly. Then there were 5 floating in the tank.
In the tank? You put them there?
Honey did, but I was looking everywhere by then. I went nutsy desperate, trying to find it. And she was laughing her head off, and I was just so nervous. I had to find everything, you know, and
Did you get the 480?
I did.
Bravo!
I really did. You know, I was nervous, and then I finally realized that on my way back, there were 3 stuck behind the photograph on the wall. I added them just for good measure. I even lit one up coming into the room.
Oh, she must have died.
No, she was a real pro about it and handed the 100 over just like that. But being the great and generous person I am, I thought I'd make a grand gesture. When we were out on the street again, I turned to her and I said, honey, I'm gonna blow this $100 bill right here and now. I'm gonna take you out for one meal.
That's nuts. You could have used that as walking around money for a couple of weeks.
True, but it was a pretty good idea, you've got to admit.
It was. Where'd you go?
Coco's.
Coco's? Unbelievable. Was it the greatest meal you've ever had?
The best. Everything was perfect. The chocolate mousse I had for dessert cost more than my last skirt.
I'll bet. And what was the bill?
$110. I paid it, and Honey paid the tip.
Big deal. The tip. Congratulations. You got her.
Not really.
Why?
Well, after lunch, we took a walk, and I had to ask her where she got the money. Her parents are loaded, but she never asked for money. She has less than I do. Poverty incorporated.
Yeah, I wanted to know that too. Where did she get the money?
Where? I quote Honey Dills. Oh, I found it in the back of one of George's desk drawers.
Isn't that typical? Too proud to take money from her parents, but not to steal it from old boyfriends.
That's not it. She talked about something else she found in the back of another one of his drawers, like it was hidden there. It was this incredibly detailed drawing of a coffin. She thought maybe he was designing a record album cover for a rock band, but thought it looked too quiet and subtle for that.
No way.
Yes, way. Then on the back, there were all these different kinds of letterings, all saying the same thing. George Reynolds, the day he was born and died. And then the lines, he finally learned how to leave. He was designing his own coffin, down to the last nail.
God, that's worse than finding dirty pictures of him, isn't it? It's perverse. So, is he sick? I mean, is he dying?
Honey says he isn't. Or wasn't.
What do you mean?
Well, that's what's weirdest. You know that awful newspaper, The Truth, that you get at the market?
Oh, yeah, I love it. The last one I bought, the headline read, I had sex with an alien.
That's it! That's the one! And that exact issue, there was this article on superstitions and where they come from. Do you remember it?
No, I just read about alien sex. And then this asshole at the office stole the paper off my desk and I
It was interesting. It talked about why you say God bless you when you sneeze, or why you don't step on cracks on the sidewalk. Anyway, there are a few I never heard of, but one of them read the lines, find a man's secret places and you lead him towards death.
So,
Don't you get the connection? We went to this guy's apartment, looked in all his secret places, hiding those damn cigars, and lo and behold, Honey found the drawing. We'd started him towards death.
get out. Of course she's going to find it if she goes through his desk.
But listen, George said he didn't do the drawing. Honey asked him about it, and he had no idea what she was talking about.
Bullshit! Wait a minute. Is any of this real? Did you make all of this up? Is any of this true? Find a man's secret places, and you start him towards his death. It's been 4 years, right?
3 years and 10 months.
So, 4 years. 4 years of you enthralling and enchanting me. That's why I fell in love with you. But why
Why what?
did you fall in love with me?
Because you love forever being the audience.
Fuck you.
Lights out. Up next is Bree. On deck is Brenda. That looks. Oh, I need a bag.
All that makes me want is the couch. Okay.
There is the edge. There it is.
I'm sorry, that was so funny. Don't laugh at me in my ass. I'm sorry.
Hawaii.
Yes.
Everyone else will have it on.
Thank you. I could.
Lights up.
Welcome to hell.
Is it always so light? I was kind of expecting some red going on here. It kind of reminds me of the LA airport. I used to work there, you know, I was actually the head of security. I'm sure you've heard this a million times before, Miss Baker, but it sure ain't what I thought it would be.
Yes, it's always quite a shock. People tend to do the strangest things when they arrive. I can tell you stories that, well, I can tell you stories. Did you have a chance to look over the brochures?
Oh, yeah, and I've already decided. I already know.
So soon? Wonderful! That's another thing I could tell you about Paula. We give people what we believe is ample time to decide, but they all seem so unsure.
Miss Baker, I know exactly what you mean. From my time as a server, you know. You couldn't get half those people to make up their minds. French fries or hash browns with your eggs. They got some life insurance or something. French fries or hash browns. What happened when they had to buy a new car or something?
Or name their children.
Or buy a house. Well, it feels like...
It's true, Paula. You really do have all the time in the world. Relax, take it easy. We'll be there in just a jiff.
How did you do that? Do you?
Read minds? Yes, that's nothing at all, really. Now this is some sort of gizmo, Paula. Here, Take it.
Whoa. Huh. No. Oh my God.
Now, Paula, don't get embarrassed. It's just our way here. I read your mind before and saw all sorts of lovely, terrible things. But that's just the way it is. Who cares what anyone's thinking now? Doesn't matter anymore. Sex, taxes, it's all over. Another thing you'll have to get used to. You will. Ah, here we are. Room 3112. Go right on in.
Hi, Leslie.
Hi, Sally. Sally, this is Paula Domenico. She's just arrived.
Oh, my girlfriend loves that book.
Oh, it is a hot fudge Sunday, Paula. I can't stop reading.
You better not let your boss catch you.
Leslie, he's the one that gave it to me.
So, Paula, you said you decided.
Oh, yeah. I want to go here.
The movie rooms? Well, that's just fine.
You've got great taste.
Now, Paula, I don't want to push you, but do you know which movie room? I know it's a big decision and you want to think real hard, but...
Jane Fonda. No thought required.
You like her, huh?
I love Jane Fonda.
Yes, sir? Yes, sir. She's here now. What was that? Oh, it's not necessary. She chose the movie room.
Jane Fonda.
Oh, he said the exact same thing I did, Paula. She's got good taste. Yes, sir? Oh, your next appointment is in, half an hour. Oh. Oh.
Paula Domenico, Los Angeles, California. How do you do, Paula?
Well, actually, I'm good for
People are getting these days, hey, Sally. Well, be back in half an hour. Sally, you take care of Paula for me here.
Yes, sir. Okay, bye-bye.
Was I supposed to have an appointment with him?
Only if you were undecided, Paula. But don't worry about that.
What happens if you're undecided? Oh.
Don't worry. You're all set. All we have to do now is get you settled in. Come on, Paula. We're getting close now, Paula. Oh, do you mind the babies?
Oh my God.
This is it. You're just in time for the beginning of the chase. Jane Fonda and Marlon Brando. Not a bad cast, eh? Then comes Barbarella, Coming Home, Clute, and 9 to 5. Pretty good for your first time around.
And after that?
After that, you'll see all the other movies she made, however many that may be. Isn't that wonderful? What more could you ask?
Again and again?
You.
All of Jane Fonda's movies again and again without stop.
Yes, Paula. Again and again. Again and again and again and again and again and again.
Lights down.
Don't.
No, it just... Sorry for running the whole show. I don't know why I was sprinting.
Next is Santa Douglas. I'm next.
Jail left, so there's no point after that. That was no fun.
Can I use those lights? I don't know how it is.
Yeah, what?
Can I do these
Yeah,
lights?
sure.
Oh, well, hi, I'm Brianna. I'm Brianna, and this is my scene. B and Mill's most excellent day.
Beatrice, it's Mills. Can you take tomorrow off? Let's play hooky. Tell me a secret.
What do you mean?
Tell me one of your deepest, darkest secrets. One you've never even told anyone before, not even your wife.
Mills, we're friends and all, but come on.
Well, can I tell you one of mine?
No, I don't want to hear it.
Come on, Beatrice. We're pals. Why can't I tell you one of my secrets?
Because things like that, you should keep to yourself.
Why? Are your secrets so dark, so terrible and ugly that you can't even tell anyone?
Tell me about your hat.
My hat.
Yes, I love that hat, and I love it on you. Tell me where you got it at once.
Oh, my hat. I got it's a present from a client who was a pretty interesting guy.
Was?
Yes. He's dead. He was murdered.
Wow, by who?
Well, they never found out. He was Russian and supposedly had quite a few enemies.
You were his divorce lawyer?
Yes.
Who was he married to?
A very out of the ordinary woman. An American. Oh, gosh. They met when she was teaching in Moscow.
Do you think she killed him?
She was on their list of suspects.
Well, who wanted the divorce?
He did. But she got everything in the settlement. Because he just wanted out and away from her. And
well, if he lost everything in the settlement, why did he give you a present afterwards?
because after it was over, I convinced his wife not to turn him into gold.
What do you mean, turn her into gold? Mills, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
I told you they met when she was a guest professor in Moscow. She studies metals but also she's an alchemist. Do you know what they do?
I know what they're supposed to do, turn rubbish into gold. But there's no such thing, Mills, and don't pretend there is.
Oh, it's real! Believe me. I've seen it happen. I saw her do it more than once.
Stop it, you're teasing me. But listen, I am completely gullible about these things. I believe what people tell me. And that was half the problem in my last marriage. I always believed them. And you know how that ended.
Oh, yeah. Oh. We met back in 7th grade. Her name was Heather Cook. I was the first girl she ever slept with.
You actually saw her do the alchemy, turn something into gold?
One of Heather's prized possessions when we were younger was a mechanical pencil that her father owned. He died when she was a child, and she carried it everywhere. The first time we made love,
she excused herself, and before she did, she stopped at the desk and picked up a mechanical pencil. That very pencil that was her father's. A few minutes later, she came back and said, "This is for you." And she handed me a solid gold mechanical pencil. That pencil. And did it say more?
How did you know it was the same pencil?
Bite marks! Her father chewed on his pens and pencils when he was working, and then one was no different than the other. All she said was that she could do this weird thing and nothing more. But after a while, we separated our ways and parted.
Oh no. You didn't stay girlfriends in high school?
No.
She gave you her virginity?
I know.
And a solid gold pin as a thank you?
I know.
But you left her? God, Mills, you were incorrigible even back then.
Wrong. She dumped me. Absolutely broke my heart. Oh. But she said she wanted to date other girls and guys and play the field, you know. She went to college, I went to the other, and then she called me out of the blue. You see, she said she needed a good divorce lawyer. And she heard that I was the best.
You are. I'll attest to that.
A few days after we spoke, Heather came into my office. Okay. We chatted for a while. But it was plain she was doing that just to be friendly. Eventually, she told me she was getting a divorce and wanted to hire me to represent her husband. Wanted me to be his lawyer. But she already had one for herself. And she agreed to let her find the one for him.
That's crazy. I've never heard of such a thing.
Her husband came into my office the next morning. His name was Vadim. Heather had filled me in on him on the day of, and how they met, and told her that he was in the import-export business. But soon enough, she learned that meant stolen cars, liquor, imported, exported illegal goods. The list goes on. But Heather was crazy about him. Didn't even blink an eye when she found out what he really did for a living.
She didn't mind he was a smuggler?
Whatever hesitation Heather might have had, he charmed out of her. She said she was a goner after the first month. Whatever it was, he tricked her, or it was really good between them, probably. But by the time she was to leave Moscow, she couldn't imagine going home without him.
And so, reader, I married him! Okay, enough. Did Heather's husband, Vadim, was it? Did he know about the alchemy?
Not at the beginning. As I said, it wasn't something she wanted others to know. In that fact, very few did besides her mother.
But then one day, her husband found out about it and everything changed.
But how Vadim found out is a great story itself. Vadim hadn't been feeling well for a while, so he went to the doctor and had some tests done. Eventually they discovered he had stomach cancer. Now this next part is a little foggy because I had to put both the details in because I only got one half of the other story, so bear with me.
Why wouldn't they give you the details?
You'll see in a minute. Okay? Gosh. What they did say was both of them was Heather ordered Vadim to lie down on the couch and take his shirt off. Lie down.
I'm not taking my shirt off.
Okay, just lie down. Long time. She said, just do it. And then she left the room. But she returned with a small bottle in her hand. She was gone quite a while.
Oh no.
She told him to drink it all. And then
lay back down again, and then she puts her hands on his stomach. Vadim then said, and he emphasized, that he felt nothing at all. Nothing. After some time, she slowly raised her hands off of Vadim's stomach. Beneath them was something alive.
No.
Yes. It looked like a big black cockroach. It was alive.
Oh, Mills, is this true? You're not making it up.
Not a word of it. Everything is true. This is exactly how Vadim told me.
My God.
Go on. Okay, all right. When the thing had emerged out of his stomach, it started crawling up his chest, and then she casually picked it up off of her body, and then two things happened. Oh, I'll tell you. The bug stopped moving, and then it turned into gold.
But why do you have it now?
Okay. Vadim gave it to me with this hat as a thank you. Heather explained she prepared a universal medicine that cures anything, and it saved his life. But he must never ask her to do alchemy again.
And Heather never used it? Not even once before?
Nope. Very rarely, okay? The thing most people don't know about alchemy is that there are many different kinds, one more obscure than others. There's a classic turning things into gold, you know, the variety you had mentioned, but Heather's specialty was something very more introvert, or internal alchemy that deals with transformation. Yes.
Let me guess what happens next in Heather's story. Okay. You're going to tell me that Vadim screwed up because he was a crook. I assume it was because of that.
Go on.
He pulled off a big deal or tried to pull off one with the Russian gangsters he met in the States.
Keep going. You're getting close.
Oh, but everything went wrong, and he ended up having to beg her to make some more gold so they wouldn't kill him.
Pretty good, as far as I know. The truth is, Heather would never tell me about the details of exactly what happened because she thought knowing them might endanger me.
Oh, and what happened to Heather after that?
I don't know. She disappeared. I never heard from her again.
You never saw her after the divorce? Liar. Thank you for being such a good liar. I bet you tell all your female clients that.
It's you. It's really you.
Yes!
When did you find out? When did you wake up?
It began when you showed me that gold cancer bug. But it was all slow and blurry and unclear at first. I wasn't sure what was happening, so I waited and listened until everything came back to me. It really is like waking up in a dream.
It's exactly like you said it would be.
That's not me, Mills.
Oh.
It's the alchemy.
Ooh. But Heather, it's really you. After all this time, it's really you.
Yes. And I'll tell you certain details now that I couldn't, because nobody knows who I am. Enough time has passed.
Okay. Can I ask you what you made for the Russians, or how you did it?
No!
Oh.
All you need to know is that afterwards, I had to find someone I could hide inside until the danger had passed. I needed to transform. Transformation is one of the easier parts of alchemy, Mills. You want to enter and hide inside the soul of another person? Oh, it takes 5 minutes to mix up the drink you need.
Yeah.
Oh, I went looking, and as soon as I found Beatrice, I hibernated inside of her. After telling her, programming her to do a few things after sufficient time had passed.
No.
I told her to find you. I told her to wake you up. But what's most important here is that I'm just looking a little different. And
I cannot believe it's you, Heather. Oh, I can't believe it's actually happened the way you said it would.
how many woman clients did you tell my story to?
4 in the last year. All of them were impressed, I must say. But none woke up as soon as I showed them the golden bug. They all were deeply unimpressed, and I put the bug back into my pocket, and I finished telling them the great Heather Cook's story. But I must say I was following your instructions, and I was dropping you clues. And we've known each other this whole time, but you've never responded till now.
I'll tell you something now, Mills, because I do believe it is safe. I had to vanish so quickly back then because
Vanish?
that bastard Vadim
Not Vadim.
told them what I could do, and they sent them to kill me. Do you remember what an alkahest is?
Yes! The universal solvent, a liquid that has the power to dissolve every other substance in sight.
You remembered.
Of course.
Oh, the man the Russians sent to get me to bring to them, I tricked him into drinking an alkahest. Afterwards, I walked straight out of my apartment. I called you and said what I was going to do and what you must do to bring me back. Then I went looking for someone to hide in until the coast was clear.
But what happens to Beatrice now, Heather?
Up next is Sam on deck with Tom. Gavin. It's Anthony, Thomas, Sarah, Lucas. Thank you.
I know you did not say that.
I thought you did. But you were in the scene.
This guy.
I'm thinking of,
No, but I know I'm not going to be in the She was sitting up the side.
Bye, Lexi, I love you.
Bye, Lexi. Goodbye, Lexi. That was the glare. Is that the
You're right, I am a homophobe.
Homophobia internalized.
Screaming. I forgot this is a thing.
I'm doing it every time.
I know.
we do this every year.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. Hola, I'm Ansley Arthur. This is Loris, which means bear. Lights up. Bear.
But you're,
Sitting opposite of you?
no, you're,
Very large.
No, you're,
Yes, well, yeah, I guess I am. To you at least.
you do this often?
First time.
And now?
Well, if it's anything like those nature shows, I would sit really still.
Play dead.
No, I would not do that.
But on those nature shows that
They do not say to do that. You really should pay more attention. If a bear approaches, you really think the best option is just sit there. Let me walk all over you. Like a bear smorgasbord?
I mean, you don't look like a bear.
Oh, I know. It's probably like those yellow mushrooms you ate earlier.
They were.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well, at least I won't be killed by a bear.
TBD, bub.
My name's not Bob.
I'm gonna sit next to you now.
I should stay really still.
Statue. I'm still trying to figure you out here. Got any food on you, Bob?
No.
Oh, that is unfortunate.
I thought those mushrooms were tasty. I was hungry and I was wrong.
Oh, you were very wrong. Even I wouldn't have eaten them, and I am famished. Starving. Starving.
Boo!
Excuse me?
Boo!
Bob.
Boo! 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 Boo!
It's no food. Chocolate, maybe?
Seriously, no food. I can't believe they let me talk me into this.
That is a lot of eyes and knees, Bob. It's no food.
Not for me. I came out here with nothing.
On a bet?
No. Maybe. Yes. Paul didn't believe I could do it. Said I didn't have it in me. Our lives are boring. My life is meaningless. My life? Your life is meaningless. Who wrote their first book at 14? Who was the youngest person to ever appear in the Forbes list of people who will shape the future? Who swam the English Channel on their 30th birthday? Who came up with the cure for liver cancer and the enzymes of a rare tropical flower on a small island off the coast of New Zealand?
You did all that?
No!
Nice fire.
Yeah, I surprised myself.
Impressive. 2 sticks? Flint and iron?
No. Have a lighter on me.
I'm gonna come sit next to you now. Your...
Formulating?
Huh, well, you sure you don't have any food on you? Check your pockets.
No food.
I smell food. Maybe it's chocolate.
I ate a candy bar earlier. A wrapper.
That's it! I knew it! That's what I smelled!
It's not too dark yet. I think I can find my way back out of here. I walked for about an hour, I think. In that direction. Yeah, I can do that.
Can I have the wrapper? Is it in your pocket?
Sure. An hour to a walk. I find my car. I get on the road and go back home. No one's wiser. Easy. I can do this.
There is like one problem with it, Bob. Well, first me. I have to pose some sort of problem to you. And then there's those little yellow mushrooms you ate. I mean, those are 2 things stacked up against you right now. And I mean, I'm not letting you walk out of here. What's in it for me? I am a bear, for crying out loud. A flesh and blood bear.
Maybe you're a pigmentation of the mushroom. Maybe you're a manifestation of my will to live.
Can a figment do that?
Sure. Ow! Stop!
I'm a friggin' bear! Like, I'm gonna listen to you. And because I'm hungry and you're rather disoriented from the little yellow smack you had, this situation is much worse than you realize. You're lucky to be alive.
Yeah, I know that's what I'm thinking.
You have made some horrible decisions recently, but
I don't need a bear to tell me this.
apparently you do. The most pressing of which is sitting right in front of you.
It's up there, way up there.
It's probably because of the whole life or death thing.
Well, yeah. Think, man, think. Whoa, I'm getting a little dizzy.
Do you want me to help you? I could slap you.
No!
Gonna mosey on over now.
Ah! Back, beast, back! I command fire! You have no power here! I'm the top of the food chain. You are a mere beast of the wild! But I am civilized man. I control fire!
You are not the top of the food chain. At any moment, I'm going to wise up or get bored, charge at you, shredding you to ribbons! This moment is important, Bob. This moment right here. You are most likely gonna die. And you will see your life flash before your eyes. And it will be unimpressive. Very sad. But you might not even be thinking of yourself. You'll be thinking of someone else in your final moments. And not swimming the English Channel won't seem so bad. If you survive this, Bob, and that is a big if, Bob. Yeah, if you survive this, you will probably assume that it's because you thought this all up because of the whole life or death situation.
I will.
But I want you to ask yourself one question, Bob. You there, Bob?
Yes. What is
What are you scared of?
a bear?
Really? What are you scared of? What are you really scared of? Because if you're not scared of me, which is in itself not very smart, if you're not scared of me, what are you cowering in a little ball just waiting to be eaten? Got your phone in the bushes. Seems like it's still working. I may have softened on it a bit.
Quiet down.
Up next is Thomas. On deck is Sarah.
Would you like your new green wine?
You can have it. Wine it.
Oh, God.
Yes. It's the torch.
Woman. Yeah.
Hi. Hi, my name is Thomas. This is my Zunzel. What's up?
Sarah, how you doing?
Interesting stock in genetic engineering and Damien Benz. Sex is fitness, right? Fear and prestige are next. one of these days, when those genes blurs, we'll find the cures for AIDS and herpes. So we invest in that now. And as long as going to bed is dangerous, driving a Mercedes is the next best. You watch. I'm going to buy a dog.
Really? You never mentioned being interested in animals.
I read a book about stress. It says if you don't want a heart attack, you should get interested in the 3 Ps. People, pets, and plants.
Why not just buy a cactus? You don't even have to water them.
I feel stupid talking to a plant. And besides, I saw this dog in a magazine the other day and I immediately fell in love with it. It looks just like the caboose on a train.
What kind of dog is it?
A Zundel, a rare breed from Austria.
How much do they cost?
$1,000. I'm going to pick one up from Mr. Tack in Long Island. You want to come help me pick it out?
Yeah, I'll come talk you out of it. Well, oh, cute. But why?
Because I like them, Frank. Is that allowed?
Look at that. Its tongue is yellow.
Mr. Tack says that's why they're so rare.
How's that?
Well, according to the story, Garth Leopold von Blimps was not only a wealthy landowner in Austria, but a serious student of alchemy. He must have been quite a guy because Frot's play is said to be plays Foss is said to be based on him. He must have gotten into something deep, dark powers or something, because he bred these dogs to hunt werewolves.
Werewolves? Must have been some kind of nut. What happens when the dog sees a werewolf?
Nothing really. Mr. Tack says that the eyes turn the same color as the tongue. Yes. But he did tell me a very interesting story. In World War II, Adolf Hitler, in a last-ditch effort to stop the Allies, sent out an elite group of forces, soldiers, to, get rid of the Allies or whatever. One of the first thing they did was go to von Blimp's estate and kill every Zundel they found. It's all documented. That's why there's so few now.
You're gonna get one, aren't you?
I spent $2,000 if I had to.
Oh, hi Sarah. I'm Mailbox.
I've had a mailbox for a while now, and he seems to like you.
I like him too. It's cool.
That's good, because I'm gonna have to ask a really big favor of you.
Oh.
I'm thinking going to be going to Hong Kong for 2 months. With Cassie Institute, the building is going on back around. They want me in on the planning. So I either have to put mailbox in a kennel or give him to you.
Give him to me. I like him. He likes me. Seems like a fun thing.
That's the problem, Frank. This isn't going to be for a couple of weeks like a normal business trip. It's going to be more like a couple of months.
It's fine. I owe you a bunch of favors anyway. Just give it to me. Hey Sarah, Mailbox is doing just fine. Weirdest shit happened the other day though. We were on our way to Central Park for a walk, and out of nowhere, this huge slab of slate just like fucking falls right beside us. Made this giant noise. I look up to see where it's coming from. There's some fucker outside the window on this like high rise yelling. And it's like, I think he was yelling at us.
Fucking weirdos. Hate New York. But anyway, it's just, might just happen in this city. I don't know. I mean, just watch the news. All kinds of crazy shit happens constantly. It's really fucking weird how desensitized to violence we become. Like, why are there so many bad things happening these days? It's insane. Anyway, gotta go. Hey, talk to you later. Bye.
Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie. Did I hurt you?
Come on, Jennifer, it's time to go.
1 second. So cute. Look, he has the funny yellow eyes.
Honey, please, the show starts in 10 minutes.
Hey, I know this dog. Azundo, right?
Yeah.
Can I pet?
Sure, go ahead.
He's got expressive portion, huh? They sure have some funny eyes.
Come on, my box, let's go.
Hey, Mr. What are you doing?
Sarah, I don't know if you're gonna get this, but I don't know if it's real. I'm pretty sure the mailbox can actually tell, but I don't think these people know that they're werewolves until it happens. Like, they don't know until something, they just like hulk out and do something horrible and evil and inhuman. And it's like, I think that's the answer to my earlier question, you know, why are all these bad things happening? Because if it's true, and the mailbox can tell, then it's like the world is full of these fucking things again. And it's just, look, okay, I went out that night, and I would let anybody pet the dog who wanted to, okay? 23 people in this small part, this huge fucking city, touched my dog and made him glow. What the fuck?
Lights down.
Does anyone need things? No.
Next, Sarah, on deck is Lucas.
Come up here.
No. Huh?
No, he says, after that, we'll finish it overnight.
Sarah, yay! Sarah, and JJ!
Oh, don't even.
I was kind of bro.
You forgot who I was like 10 minutes ago.
Get it, Sarah.
Helen, how did not forgive her? See, what had happened was, I just thought you already did your scene and you started it. Sorry.
Okay.
That's what I thought. I was like, oh, she switched it up. She's in her own scene.
Hello. I'm Sarah Copeland, and this is Holly and Jesus. Please enjoy. All right, lights up.
Jesus. Jesus. Where are you? Where have you been? Everyone else is ready.
I had a few questions.
Really? You have questions. We're gonna open the doors soon. You can't imagine how many people showed up. It's our biggest day. The Virgin Mary is ready, the prostitute, oh, what's her name?
Her name is also Mary.
Yeah, we got her as well. And all the apostles.
Disciples.
What's the difference? Disciples, apostles.
There's a difference. I'm just saying.
I really am gonna need you on that cross, and
I just really am not.
feeling it? Jesus, we don't have time for a crisis right now.
No, it's not that. Okay, so I'm up here on the cross, and the people are down here.
In the sanctuary?
Yes. So I'm up here, and they are all down here.
Then we have the two Marys and the disciples.
Yes, and all the decoration. I'm just thinking, maybe it's a bit much.
This is an Easter pageant. Much is literally what this is about. What part of the pageant are you not familiar with?
No, I mean, shouldn't this be a more somber event?
Don't write this stuff. It's in the book.
Where's the tomb with the stone rolled away? And
It's off stage over there somewhere. Oh, Mary. No, the other one. So when we get Jesus up there on that cross, the music will play, the lights will go down, and you'll enter. Weeping. Can we do that? Good.
I know that this is a big deal.
The biggest. Really needs you in place, man.
I'm getting there, okay? Hold on. What if we do this a little differently?
Differently? What differently? We do it like we've always done it. You on the cross. The skies grow dark. A lot of weeping and wailing. Then there's the tomb. The stone rolls away. Bright light. You appear. Everyone goes home. See you next year.
But is that the best we can do? I'm thinking maybe we do it a little differently and people will respond differently. Better.
What better? You get crucified. You die. You rise from the dead and everyone believes in you, worships God, everyone's happy.
Are they? Okay, we've been doing this for a couple of millennia now, right? And sure, for a few days, maybe a week, people treat each other better. They're relatively more content and less worried, more at peace, but sooner or later they all forget. And until we do this whole thing again, same time next year, I'm just saying maybe we're spending a lot of time and resources on a quick little, oh yeah, that's what it was all about.
You're joking, right? Who put you up to this? Gary, Lynn? It was Lynn, wasn't it? She's had it out for me ever since I wouldn't let her be a wise man.
It wasn't Gary. It wasn't Lynn. I'm just saying maybe we freshen this up a bit. No one really gets the crucifixion thing anymore. I mean, they see the images on everything. It's on old jewelry, on paintings. It's on that window. I don't think we should do it like this anymore.
You're gonna ruin this for me. Weeks I've been planning, coordinating, phone calls, scheduling, an animal handler. I got camels! I got a donkey! A well-mannered donkey. Like a demon that took a bite of that Roman centurion last year. A really nice donkey. His name is Odie. Donkey Odie. He's adorable.
You're very good at your job.
Everything is ready. I've got the entire ensemble waiting on a cue for me as soon as I get you up there on that cross.
So I get on the cross. We run the whole thing, and then what?
We all get paid and we go home.
See, I think we're missing this golden opportunity here. I feel like we need to give the audience what they pay for, and I don't even think you're getting this chance. All right? I feel like, oh God, I'll get paid to go home.
I can't believe I'm going to...
Yes! Oh my God, thank you, thank you, thank you! Oh, you will not regret this. I have some fantastic ideas.
Yes, I'm sure. What ideas?
Okay. Well, anything's on the table really, but what I was thinking. So what if, instead of getting on the cross, I come out, I grab the first person I see, and I give him a big hug. Like a really big hug. A bear hug. You know, I pick him up and I spin him around with my big bear hug. You know. Oh, and then...
Get up on the cross.
Hear me out.
A hug? That's what they're going to remember.
Well, hold on
A
now.
hug.
It doesn't need to stop with just one hug. I can grab the next person I see, Mary Magdalene, and I can grab her too, give her a big hug.
On the cross, please.
Okay, so not every idea is a home run, and that's a no on the bear hug. What about...
Do you have any ideas that end up with you on that cross?
What? No. I thought I would steer away from that image. Like I said, it just feels so stale. No one really gets it anymore. I mean, no one's been crucified in like 1,000 years, maybe 2. Oh God, maybe I should get shot with a whole drawn-out death scene. Oh, I can say a few lines from scripture. Forgive them. Oh, if they know not what they do. Oh, you know, yada yada yada. The big ones that everyone expects.
Yada, yada. There were no guns in first century Jerusalem. How would you be shot? I don't
have time for this. Get on the freaking cross, man. I need to sit here on that cross.
That golden opportunity, we're really missing it here. You're not even giving this a chance. Look, people in Rome being crucified wasn't a big deal. I mean, they doled out crosses like candy, and I wasn't the last. They kept doing it long after me.
It's what the people expect. It's in the book.
Oh, well, maybe as I am Jesus, I'm not supposed to be what they expect. Maybe I'm supposed to surprise them. Maybe they come in expecting a crucifixion, and I give them ta-da, something else.
I'm not sure that's what they want. You start messing with their expectations, and we're all going down. You and I are out of a job.
Or worse.
Or worse. Yeah, you're right.
Children's theater. I'm asking for one chance, one time to do things a little differently. And if I see that it's not working, I'll ad-lib and I'll get us back to what we were planning originally.
Can't believe.
Oh, thank God. Thank you so much. Okay, you won't be disappointed. And if you are, or if the audience just aren't feeling it, then blame it on me. I'm Jesus, right? How mad can you get at Jesus?
You start changing things, they won't see Jesus anymore. They're going to lose their minds. Are you ready?
No, not yet.
I'm gonna need something. I need to cue the Marys, the Roman guards,
Okay,
the disciples.
let's go. Let's do this. I'm ready. Open the doors.
And what is my cue?
Oh, come on. Trust me, you'll know. This is going to be something to remember.
Whatever, I'm tired. I'm letting them in. Go on your cue.
Oh, welcome, brothers and sisters, and rejoice, for today is a special day. An impression. The Holy Spirit. What did Dorothy say to the Pope?
What?
There's no place like Rome. It's a Wizard of Oz joke. Any Wizard of Oz fans out there today? Okay, so this is not what you were expecting. I'm not a comedian. I'll leave the jokes to the Franciscans, am I right? So, I'm not what you were expecting. You were probably expecting a crucifixion. And I could give you that. But then, you wouldn't get this! Can I have the lights lowered a little bit, please?
On the cross, Jesus.
No, wait. So you'd rather have this? Sinner. Sinner. Possible saint. Sinner, oh, gigantic sinner. Oh, sinner, and you, and stop looking at me like that. Sinner, and you, and you, and you. Does that get everyone? Good. Do we feel better? Do you want to help your fellow man now? No, you don't. You all feel lousy, and you should. But I don't want you to feel lousy. I want you to learn to juggle. No, I want you to enjoy this dinner we've prepared for you right outside those doors. You just came in. If you walk out into that hallway, you will see this meal that we have prepared for you. Come on, everyone, stand up and out those doors. Come on, up, everyone out. Come on, sing with me as you do. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the whole world in his hands.
There's no food out there. Is there?
Maybe there is. Maybe there isn't. Well, there isn't.
Is there?
No.
I wish I could crucify you.
Oh, crisis. builds faith, Holly. Chaos breeds faith, Holly. When they walk out into that very empty hallway, they will find nothing. They will seek answers, probably from us.
But we'll be long gone.
We'll be long gone out the back door. Hopefully there is one. They will seek answers, and if there is a God, they will find him. A miracle.
I hate pageants.
I do too. But I love a good mystery. I mean, that's what it's all about, my dear Holly. It's not about the crucifixion. It's the third day. It's the empty tomb. I love a good mystery. I mean, mysteries are the heart of everything. Science, philosophy, religion, the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I mean, it's all about the mystery.
That's a really old reference.
Yeah.
Okay. I have a mystery for you. When are we getting paid?
Ooh, maybe we already have.
No! We haven't.
Lights down.
And you, my friend, are strong. Can I tell you? KK, if that would have been me earlier, he almost knocked me off my
Way
feet.
better. Live action.
He's built.
Jesus is hard. Way better live action than like a
What,
TV
man?
off script. So he's like playing around with it. I know. I'm like, this is fucking. Oh god.
Come on, Jesus.
What a man! Come on, Jesus.
That's
Come on.
Boom boom pow, them chickens shock my style. Enough room for me to stay in here? Or do I
Yeah,
need to
you
come
can
down? Okay.
I got some people here.
I was like, specific spot.
If you want. All I'm saying is I made a platform for this. I like putting pretty colors on that.
Oh, directing 1 and 2 class. This is Blunts and Rabbits, and I do kind of think it's very funny. That was the third one to pick my seat and the last one to do it. You know, the first shall be last in the Bible. It's biblical. So, this is Blunts and Rabbits. Here we go. Lights up.
Hey.
Oh, hey, you want a drink?
No, I'm okay.
So, did you pick this place on purpose?
What do you mean?
It's the place we first met.
Oh, yeah, no. I just wanted a familiar, neutral place. Plus, I knew Bobby could get us in an hour early, so we could, you know, not worry about the people.
Smart.
Always.
You're not wrong.
All right, now that we've established that awkwardness, where is it?
Where is it?
Yeah, you should have brought it or we wouldn't be here.
You've got to be kidding me.
About what?
You leave with no explanation, no goodbye, no fuck you, nothing. And you expect to waltz in here, get your shit, and leave?
I thought that would be easier for you.
Easier for me.
It's just a sweatshirt, Eunice. And I wouldn't even ask it from you if it wasn't my mother's.
I've got
But
it.
it is. Okay. Okay.
Well, you can't expect you to get what's yours without me getting what's mine.
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I want my answers.
Answers to what?
Jesus Christ, Blaze, I'm not gonna dance this dance with you.
Look, it is just a sweatshirt.
Radio silence. 2 fucking years, and that's what you think I deserve?
I did that for you.
Right.
I did. Do you remember the first time I took you to my parents' house?
Yeah?
And do you remember when we had to save that baby rabbit from the neighbor's cat?
Yeah, I'll never forget it. I mean, it was practically skinned alive, and you were so devastated.
I was.
And me and your dad had to help it pass on.
You were
white as a ghost, you're almost translucent.
I was traumatized. Still am. So is this what you're gonna do all night? Bring up stories to evade my questions?
That was the answer to your question.
How is... Jesus Christ, I'm the fucking rabbit?
Well, yeah, I wanted to help you pass on. I thought it was creative.
That's bullshit, Blaze. I mean, I'm not a woodland creature. Or at least I was your boyfriend. More than that, I was the father to your kid.
Kid is stretching it. It was hardly an embryo, Eunice.
You always say that.
Listen, Eunice, I am sick of all this mushy, gushy bullshit. I didn't come here for anything but my goddamn sweater, Eunice. So, and I think it's really fucked up that you're using that as leverage.
Leverage?